Well, let's go straight to the goal. When it came, Carl Jacobs was down injured, wasn't he? And did that have a part to play, do you feel, in the goal?
I don't think it did, even though you're a man down at that time, but you've got to deal with the incident better than that. Predominantly right-footed player cutting in on the left, you should know what's in his mind and you should be able to react to that. And it was a great strike, to be fair to the player, but we can see that coming from the dugout. I expect players to see that from 10-15 yards away.
Frustrating, because you were very much in the game, weren't you, at that stage? I thought you'd started the second half a little bit sloppy, but then got going, and it looked like Edgeley Park, a 0-0. It was going to be a 0-0, and that was settled by a bit of quality again.
I think it was a stop-start game for us. We did a bit, then we died off, then we did a bit more, died off. I think we had the best chance of the game, which I think we should have converted, but we didn't. And you paid a price for that. There's no doubt about it. At this level, you can't not take them chances, and you can't also not allow people to, cut you open with a strike like that without any pressure on the ball.
In a game of few chances, that one that Christian had just 3 minutes after the goal was crucial, really, wasn't it? That's proved to be a turning point.
Yeah, I'd have put my money on it when he's through. I think he would under normal circumstances, but today it didn't happen for him, and it wasn't that they paid the price for. I don't think the general team performance was fluid and top rate by any means whatsoever. But we had a chance to take at least a share of the points away. But I'm as disappointed as anybody else.
One thing you could ill afford today was 2 more injuries, but you've got them. Have you ever known a season like it for injuries?
Never, to be honest.
At any level, I mean, it does seem incredible.
No, we just every time we look round, we're 7, 8, 9, 10 injuries down. But it's not something I want to harp on because it'll happen. It's happened for most of the season, and I'm sure it'll happen for the next few weeks.
I mean, you've set your team up. 5 minutes into the game, you lose one of your key midfielders in Greg Wilkinson. He was stretchered off. Tell us how he is.
Well, he's going for X-ray tonight. The medical staff are not convinced that it's not a fracture or a break, so I just want to make sure. But he's in a bit of pain in there, so that's what they're going to do today. And
Kyle, he went down in the corner, immediately waved to the dugout to say that he was injured.
Yeah,
what's happened to Kyle?
Groin, from all accounts.
Right.
He did that. He did feel a little bit tight, but we want to play through it. If you can play through it, and that extra stretch too much was enough to get him off.
How frustrated are you? Because it looked as though it was going to be a point. And I think you came in, you set up with a different formation today, didn't you? Tell us a bit about the thinking in that one.
Just wanted to nullify. We thought that we didn't expect that team that they put out because they made several changes. But once we did see the influence that they had in centre midfield, we went to try and block it off. And that was the shape that we came up with. And I think to all intents and purposes it worked quite well in terms of the ammunition from them. But then I don't think we dealt with they must have converted 30-40 yard passes up to the front two, and it was a knockdown and spills that we failed to deal with. We catch up play, basic stuff for me.
And again, you've lost 2 players from your engine room, 2 midfielders you've lost today, and I think when you look at that game on Monday against Oxford City, it's going to have to be a patched up midfield or opportunity maybe for some of your youngsters to come in there.
Well, everything when you're 8, 9 and 10 injuries down in the squad size that we've got, it becomes a patch up, and it's difficult, but we first of all got to wait until Sunday night before we decide just how bad it is. But I don't think it's going to look any better than it is at this moment in time, to be quite honest, looking at the injuries in there. So again, we have to regroup and play the remainder of the squad in the shape that we can do to get 3 points.
Commiserations today, Al.